and it's a subject I really, really, you can see the smile on my face already because it's all about one boy and one boy only.
Do we
My
even
man,
need to talk at this point, Ireland? I don't think this
my
needs.
man.
Kind of pointless.
Listen, I,
He's
Let him
gonna have a
have it.
wank.
Let
It's
him have
not
it. It's all.
uncomfortable.
It's,
I,
yeah.
I literally, people will know on any channel or on social media, I have been very, very vocal about this kid and just how good this kid's going to be. I've been calling it for ages. Obviously, we were worried about him not getting game time and what we're going to do. He went out on loan to Port Vale, League One. And I even said when he went there, I was like, this guy's going to win Young Player of the Year without a doubt. We're going to see the best of him. And he's starting to flourish. He scored a wonderfully technical overhead kick at the weekend. He's now scored the winning goal to take Port Vale the furthest they ever have in their history in the Carabao Cup. The draw has just been made. They've got Middlesbrough at home. They've avoided all Premier League teams. They could be in a semi-final. And before I throw it out to you guys to discuss, I'm just going to read out his stats from yesterday's performance.
He got an
So,
assist too, didn't he, yesterday?
no, he only won 1-0. So played 90 minutes.
What was the
He
cup
had
game? Right.
he had 50 touches, 31 accurate passes, 11 recoveries, 7 out of 7 ground duels won, 7 passes into the final third, 5 out of 6 accurate long balls, 5 out of 5 successful dribbles, 1 out of 1 tackle won, 1 out of 1 shot on target, 1 foul won,
You
1
should have
goal.
this on screen here, Brian. In the future.
Man of the match. This man or this boy is coming of age, and I am loving every single second of it. I mean, Bobby, what's your thoughts on our superstar in
There's
the
not really
making?
much to say, to be honest with you. I've had to listen to Alfie Divine this, Alfie Divine that, like he was your,
It's like his second
your
coming of
man
Brian
crush or
Daigle or
something.
something.
Oh yeah, Jesus, man. If any of you are friends with Brian Daigle in real life outside of this YouTube virtual world here, you will know that he has preached about Alfie Divine as if it was his own child coming into the league. I've never seen someone just glow the way Brian does when he speaks about him. It's actually kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. Everything I know about this kid has basically come from this man down here. I know that you just wax lyrical about him, and I know based on his performances, Port Vale are currently in the best position they've been in the league, or something like that for 15 years or something like that. Or it was Jay was showing me something the other day. I can't remember the exact numbers now what it was, but. He's looking great down there. He's making a difference on a team that he's on loan at. That's what you want to hear about your players, that they're on loan and they're flourishing. They're lighting it up. Troy Parrott's over in Holland, isn't it?
So who? Troy Parrott.
Parrott's
Yes,
in Holland.
Troy
Yeah.
Parrott.
So,
Yes, yes,
we're
yes.
hearing about how great he's doing and stuff like that. That's what you want to hear instead of the burger 6 kilo disaster there, 6 kilo gate, we'll call it. This is the news we want to hear about our young players. Not only are they flourishing, not only are they getting game time, but they're flourishing. They're playing well. They're catching the eye. They're going to come back brimming with confidence, ready to challenge for a first team spot, ready to put something out there and put on that badge finally and say, all right, this is the moment I've been waiting for. And they're going to come out with some fire. And the future looks bright if we can hold on to these guys and their development continues. I know somebody's already put in the chat there. Toxic's already put in. Mickey Moore will be another addition to that. But we're only talking about Alfie right now. And with Alfie, all the green lights are out, man. The sun is shining for this kid. Long may it continue, young man. Keep doing what you're doing. It's crazy to think that he's only 2 years older than my son.
Big up, Stel.
Estelle, that just I coach kids his age. Jay's league goes up to 19, and to think that this kid is doing this and representing Tottenham, it's great to see, and long may it continue.
Yeah, so before I go to you, Arnie, just very quickly with Toxic, there's Devine, there's Dorrington, there's Phillips, there's Donnelly, who's on absolute fire.
Yeah, Donnelly's on.
There's Felice, there's Sunsop Bell. The youth is coming through and the pathway is there. Listen, Jazz, Alfie can play. He's playing everywhere for Port Vale at the moment. He's been playing advanced midfield. He's been playing on the left and the right of a front three. He is one of those players that have got the ability to play anywhere. I think his best position is like the Teddy Sheringham role, being like a not a second striker, but dropping deep, being that man between those, like a Bruno Fernandes or someone in between the lines. He is just absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait for him to get back to Tottenham. But Ireland, your thoughts on the superstar?
Yeah, I'm gonna tone it down a little bit because I hate to put too much pressure on young players. And he's 19 years old. We've seen a lot of players come through that have had that sort of extra attention put on them based on what managers say. We know obviously what happened to Marcus Edwards with the pressure and the next Messi. He dribbles like Messi, and you say something like that, it gets into a kid's head and things change. So I'm a little concerned about like over the top on this. It's League One, right? He is, it's not a difficult league, so a really good player is going to stand out in League One. And not to say that it doesn't tell you anything. It tells you that he's above that level, which is good. It means he's at least championship, and then potentially, as he grows, he's going to be, he's going to do well in the first team. As far as position's concerned, I think he's probably the type of player that could be in place to sort of not replace, but if Madison in certain games doesn't have the, if he's injured or we're playing a lesser team in a cup game and you want to
what great minds think alike.
Yeah, exactly. I think he plays a similar kind of style. He's got that, you talk about in between the lines. It's also in between the sort of, there's in between the lines going forward, and there's in between the lines as far as forward and defensive midfield, and he kind of plays in those spaces. And I think he's a great player. I think he has a ton of potential, and I look forward to seeing where he goes. It's great to see players like, I think Bobby said, out on loan succeed and do well, because the point of a loan is to see the opportunity that they're being given, them taking it by the scruff of the neck and turning it into their potential into something real. And I think he's doing that right now. So hopefully he comes back next season and he's got something to offer, and we see him go up a level. I think he needs to get a bit bigger. I think he's a bit small, and I think that
he's a kid, Brian. Your kid's older than him.
Yeah, that's why I said he's 19. So like we'll see over the next couple of years, he needs to get a bit bigger to fit.
So let me just fill people in that may be new to the channel and haven't heard me wax lyrical about big up Angelo, about people that may not know how I've always. Thank you very much, Adrian, brother. Thank you. So as I was saying, my attention to Alfie has been long before he joined Tottenham. When he was at Wigan, a couple of my parents' best friends, their son was on the medical team at Wigan when Alfie was there, and he kept talking about this kid, and he said this kid's medical, like his stats, his fitness levels, they said they're off the chart. At 15, they're like, it's better than some of the pros we have right now. They were saying it's like people talk about James Milner now, and how at 38 or 306, whatever age he is at the moment, I forget, he's always top of the health charts. They said this kid is a talent. They're like, he is the real deal. He's going places. Then obviously we were lucky to sign him. You've heard Ali Gold when he's played in the under 16s, he outgrew them. They put him in the under 18s. Under 18s, he outgrew. Every single one he's been put in, even the under 21s, Ali Gold was saying he's outgrown them. This guy needs to go get first team minutes. And I'm actually happy he's gone to League One. Could he have gone to the Championship? Yeah, but the amount of games that are constantly played in the Championship, and with Premier League promotion or promotional, they may have not trusted him as much to play every single week, because the Championship is the most competitive you'll find outside the Premiership, obviously, because of the riches that awaits them. So I was really happy that he went to League One. Didn't know too much about Port Vale, and the second he signed for Port Vale, I've got all my notifications for Tottenham Hotspur. I've now got all my notifications for Port Vale as well. The only two teams I have notifications for. And I just wanted to see him get a lot of first team minutes. He's got the first team minutes. He's been away with England and then got called up to train with the first team in the first international break. This kid is the real deal. I forgot to put it on when I'm in England. When I was in England, I actually wanted to put a £10 bet on, and I never bet that he'll be in the England World Cup squad that comes here to Canada, America, and Mexico. Because if we get him into, I think next year, either he'll go out on loan again to a Premier League team, or he'll be around the first team squad, and he'll be there. I just think there's not once in a lifetime. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but there's players that you just know are going to do it. He's bulking up at. You should see Ireland. He's shrugging people off in the chat in League One. You got to remember, League One is
It's
a
physical.
lot.
It's physical. I get it. I'm not discounting him in any way. It is, but it is League One. It is 2 divisions lower.
Big up Ren Vicario 001.
It is. We have to, keep his feet on the ground. Like I said, I was talking about Marcus Edwards. I see that there's this revving up of players to a point where maybe the pressure becomes too much and they don't reach their potential. And I don't think that'll happen with him because I feel like his mentality's there. He's quality and he understands how good he is and he knows how to deal with the pressure. But I still think we're better off being a bit careful with these. Yeah,
kids. Listen, I let him have his feet on the floor. I'll do all his.
Yeah, exactly. You can be the emotional wreck.
I think if he starts looking for if he starts looking for a pair, big up Jose. Big up Jose. Sometimes that's a little bit camp for me, but yeah, I could be his PA, and if it came to Alfie, if he gave me some pom poms, I'd certainly start cheerleading for him.
There you go.
But I've kept saying
such a liar. You've been cheerleading for him already without pom poms.
You didn't need pom poms for that.
You don't need no
but the pom poms will be more effective and make me look
built-in pom poms.
But no, listen. I'm telling you now, this kid is going to be a superstar for both club and country. I keep waiting because the second that a certain person sells this football club, the very second it's official, the first thing I do is buy a Spurs shirt with Alfie Devine's name and number on it. No Madison, no Van der Ven, no Destiny, no Son.
The grief you're going to get on Twitter/X when you do that.
Oh mate, and I couldn't goddamn care because
I know it's hilarious.
I've been saying it the whole time, and when this comes true and Alfie is leading us to glory, I'll be like, "Told you so."
There you go.
Told you so. So yeah, that's the talk of Alfie taken care of. So the next conversation we're going to do is